How can I explain myself to you? Questions keep lurking through my mind. Is it the love of all the time? I've given my heart, my joy, my soul to you.
Hey guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Marsha, aka Marcia. So welcome back. So we made it. We're nearly at Friday. And I just feel very grateful. I had to have a break, like literally half term. I don't normally take half terms off, and I didn't realize how important it is. I think not only for the children but for yourself, you just have to recharge your batteries, and yeah, that's what I needed to do. I feel better for it. I'm ready to bring you out some more videos, and today we have my salmon. Salmon can be done in many ways, but I really like the way I do it, in the sense of the steam salmon, but I also dress it with, you know, parsley, tomatoes and a sauce. Everything, again, as you know, I'll put in my description. But yeah, I think it's a good dish. The children love it, and that's the main thing, getting a variety of different types of food into your children. So I hope you enjoy. Remember to click the like, subscribe, and yeah, tune in. Let me know what you think. So for my video, I use vine tomatoes. When I make this dish, it's always with this size tomatoes. I can obviously get bigger, but I went to Lidls like I normally do, just because it's cost effective to just get the kind of fresh produce at a reasonable price. So these are vine tomatoes, and I literally pick out the middle bit and I dice them. Not too small, I like it chunky. Again, if you've got a big family, increase the amount of vine tomatoes that you use, or you can get the even bigger ones and you can literally dice it exactly the same. So this is the end result. I'm literally adding sea salt, black pepper to the tomatoes. And just drizzle some olive oil. This is extra virgin oil. Again, it's your choice on how much you put onto the sauce, but this is the brand that I use. So this is fresh parsley. I always find that in the summertime I can get big bundles of fresh parsley from the market. However, at this time of the year, I literally will either get it from Lidls or I'll get it from Tesco's. I think I got this one from Lidls, but always have a look, because sometimes I find that Lidls, their kind of fresh herbs as such can be on the brown side. And I don't know if it's because it's stayed there for some time, but I always just keep looking at, you know, the herbs just to make sure that they are fresh. I love parsley, so literally I am using as much parsley as possible. Again, if you don't like the taste of parsley, then you don't actually have to use it, but I just think this is what makes the actual dish. Your vine tomatoes, lots of parsley, sea salt, crushed black pepper, and then obviously the dressing. And it also looks pretty. I love the colours in this dish. And I think sometimes when I think about cooking food, I think that the presentation of various colours makes me want to kind of eat it more. I think it's a good hit when you have a few more bright colours. It's more inviting. So you can add your own garlic, but I'm a little bit of a cheater and I like the taste of the minced garlic. So I literally I love garlic. If you don't know, I love garlic powder. I love garlic. Anything about garlic is going to be in my food. And so I literally chuck, although it's like a teaspoon, I think I used about well over a teaspoon. So it might be a tablespoon if you used to put it all together, but I love it. Once you have all the ingredients, including the olive oil is key because this is all going to just kind of stick together. I literally give it a quick stir, add more crushed sea salt, and there, the dressing is ready for the fish. Now for the dressing bit, this is rice vinegar. You also have the fish oil. Again, you can find this from your local Asian market, and some of it you might find in your supermarket. That is sesame oil. I also use honey, but I realised that I didn't add it during the video, so that is something that I added at some point. And brown sugar, again, my lovely Lidls. I love things to have a hint of sweetness in it. So I'm literally just chucking in all the ingredients right now. So you've got the brown sugar. Please do not ask me how much sugar I have put in it. I would say that is probably about a tablespoon and a half, just because I like it sweet, and I'm sure that I added more into it. So we might say about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Again, if you're not a sweet tooth, and when I say sweet, because you've got the rice vinegar as well as the fish oil and the sesame oil, it's not actually a sweet dish. It's like a balance. I can't explain how nice this is. You just have to trust me. So here I'm adding the rice vinegar. I will be adding the fish oil as well as the sesame, and with everything, just making sure you're giving it a good stir, especially with the sugar, because you don't want it too lumpy. And with all the types of sauces, it kind of breaks it down. Honestly, please do try this fish dish. It will change how you do your salmon. I know salmon is a fish, a very common fish, but I do love salmon in this way. And I hope that you also enjoy the way I do it. So after I unpeeled the garlic, I didn't use that many garlic in this part, but I literally just grated it all, the fresh cloves of garlic, and I did again give it a little mix. I like to use a bit of the minced garlic, as you can see, as well as the fresh garlic cloves. I'm adding a bit more of the ingredients because I need quite a lot of the sauce, because I'm steaming this salmon and I like it to sit in the sauce. So I would say at this point, look at your mixture already. If you want to add more, but really it's to cover the whole dish. In a bit, you will see what I mean. So the fish has been washed and prepped before videoing. I literally am just getting out the seasoning that I used just for this dish. So I will use ginger, so ground ginger. Again, if you don't like ginger, don't use ginger. I would say as much as you can, do stick to the recipe, because you're going to be able to kind of experience what I taste, and I really, really enjoyed this dish. I told you it's another way to do salmon. You might love doing your salmon where you fry it or you bake it, whatever you want to do, but just try something new. Again, all of the ingredients that I use are in my descriptions. I would love to be so precise in the sense of the measurements, but you can kind of gauge what I'm kind of doing. I am using a teaspoon if that helps, but I kind of add to what I see and what I smell. And did I not tell you that I love garlic powder? I love everything about garlic. This is garlic powder. And I think you can kind of see from me seasoning that, yeah, I am about this garlic. And yeah, I added more pepper and I think I even added more salt. I want the flavours to pop. And again, here I am with the extra virgin oil. I'm doing this because it's another way to really get the seasoning that I have put on the fish into the nooks and crannies. Yes, the nooks and crannies, I said it, okay? I am literally just rubbing it. So would you say it's basting? I have no idea, but I'm seasoning the thing. It needs to be seasoned. It needs to have some flavour. And here we are. This is before I add it to the fish. Honestly, I know I say this all the time, but this is the juiciest dish. Like, look at that sauce. Ugh. Do you know what? The video is not even doing it justice. Just make it yourself and you'll see, especially the smells that you get from the dressing that you make, especially if you like garlic. I can't tell you how sweet, but it also has that kind of, obviously it's got vinegar in it, it's rice vinegar, so you know that kind of tangy taste. And look at my fish. You wouldn't even think that's fish. That looks like something else. And I forgot, I also added mixed herbs. I added mixed herbs, which I didn't actually show you in my first video. But yeah, this is everything ready to go into the fish. So I use coconut oil. I get this one from Lidls, but I have been using the Holland and Barrett's coconut oil, but no one has, I don't have that money. Who has £20 to be spending on something that we use so often that's going to literally last maybe about 2 weeks? So I have found this in Lidl's and I think it's like £1 something. It's not that expensive, so I literally use it for most cooking. It's between that and obviously vegetable oil. I am literally laying the fish. I am not wanting to cook the skin, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to crisp the skin, so the oil is not that hot. It's how I want it to be, because I tell you something that I do. When I serve the fish, I actually slide the skin off. So although I've cleaned the fish, I don't like the skin on fish. I just don't like it. So I will always just, because it's steamed, it just slides right off. So that is exactly what I do at the end of, you know, each meal when I'm serving it up. In this bit, I'm literally trying to get the most out of the seasoning that I have. So I will be adding water to the dish, just because I don't want to lose all those flavours that are sitting in the bowl that the fish was in, as you can see. And I just add it to the sauce. And this is the dressing is ready to go in. I just added the sauce to the dressing. I don't know if it's the dressing is the right type of word. You can say the vegetables, but I feel like that sounds very boring. So I'm adding the dressing to the salmon that's already in the pan. And yeah, just let that bad boy cook. Let it steam, let it cook properly. And it's literally, it is really a quick meal. Like, this probably takes me about 30 minutes to cook. Obviously the prep stage might be, yeah, a whole hour to do this whole dish. But once you put the dressing and the sauce on your fish, you just let it steam and you can just sit down and chill until it's ready. And just like that, it's all finished. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, tune in next Thursday, 9 o'clock. Bye.
This feeling, there's no drug that can compare. You're so cold, I can see your breath.